Hello everyone, thank you so much for always tuning in to Fort TV. Good evening, hope you really had a very great day as I did. This is my Talk with Sandra, where we do have mental health conversations live, and we do believe that healing can just start with a simple conversation. I'm your host Sandra, a counselor by profession, a mental health advocate, and a co-founder of Mind Care Network, an organization dedicated to supporting young people's mental health. It is always a pleasure having you on here. Thank you so much for always tuning in, and we are always live every Wednesday 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. here on Fort TV. And if you cannot see us on your TV, please download the Fort TV app, and also you can always catch us live on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. Thank you so much. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tune in. So this is a Mental Health Awareness Month. This is May, and it is a Mental Health Awareness Month, and we do believe that mental health is something. It is something essential to your life. It is not a luxury as most of us think. Remember, as I always say, mental health. Your mental health is like your engine. If it is damaged, you'll not be able to function to your full potential. So today, I'm not alone. As usual, I have special guests with me, and before maybe I introduce them to you, allow me invite them to introduce themselves and you people get to know about them. Yes, I think I'll start with you, Joy. Okay. Yeah, people would like to know, who are you, what do you do, like they want to know you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sandra. Good evening, viewers. Excuse me. My name is Joy Christine. I am a mental health advocate and a team leader for the Mental Health Through Run. I welcome you to the Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you. And then I have another guest.
Thank you so much. Our viewers, my name is Aiwale Rebecca. I am part of the team that is organizing the Mental Health Total Run. And I'm also doing my bachelor's in counseling psychology, and I'm also a mental health advocate.
All right, thank you so much. It's a pleasure having you here today. I really love to meet people whom we have the same, like, can I say vision or passion? Yes. So I really love to see people who are doing mental health advocacy, because most people think that mental health is something, like everyone has something to say about mental health, and they feel like mental health is for people who are mad, people who are insane, like not knowing that every human being has to take care of their mental health. Yeah. So when I saw your flyer, I think I saw it on Twitter, someone had posted it. Wow. I was like, oh, who is this organizing a mental health run? So I had to ask Tabu, and Tabu told me, and he gave me your number, by the way. So I was like, okay, let me reach out and maybe meet these beautiful people who are organizing the mental health run. So why the mental health run? What triggered you to organize a run?
Yeah, we are organizing this run to create awareness about mental health. There's a lot going on. We are losing our children to suicide. We are losing the youth. If you get a chance, you should visit the mental health unit. It is full of young people between 17 and 30, and the reason is substance abuse. So that's why we decided to organize the run, so that people should come together to create awareness about mental health and break the stigma around mental health. Yes.
So it's more of breaking the stigma.
Yeah.
And yes, as you've said, like right now, people really have less information about mental health. Yeah. And you've reminded me, when I was doing this course of guidance and counseling, I got it on a government scholarship. And when I told my parents and my former OGs and OBs, I'm like, okay, I got a government scholarship, they gave me counseling and guidance, and everyone was like, counseling and guidance? Who am I going to counsel?
I know.
Like, we're going to be able Zoom. Those things are for the white people. Yeah. Who am I going to counsel? And then that really triggered me so much. And at the same time, my sister she used to have panic attacks. And my parents were like, I think this girl is possessed. Our girl is being bewitched and all that. So you see how the lack of information, maybe if we do more advocacy, people could really know what mental health really is. So who are the people who are supposed to join the mental health run?
Everyone is welcome to join the mental health total run, because we believe everyone is affected in each or in different ways. Children are welcome, the youth, the old people, everyone is welcome.
Okay, so anyone can just join. So how is it going to be like? Are we going, wait, like how many kilometers are we going to run? Where are we going to meet? Like, take us through.
Okay, we have 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers and 21 kilometers. And the starting point is Boma Grounds. We shall share the routes online. We are going to share before the day. So those are the kilometers we have, 5, 10 and 21.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much. And maybe let's go back to mental health.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges? Okay, even before talking about the challenges, someone might be watching and they really don't know what mental health really is. What is mental health? If, like, in your own understanding, you can even use the local language for people out there to really understand it.
Mental health is how you feel, think, behave or handle life challenges. That is basically mental health.
And then?
Yeah, in ritual version, mental health kumanyisa kuba kurungi kwa ubungo bwawe, kwebitekerezo byawe, enyehura yawe, nengeri okuragana n'abantu abakwetoroire.
And maybe if I am to add on that, the World Health Organization defines it as your mental, like your well-being. So that means it is your well-being, it is not an illness as most of us think. So it is your well-being as a person, and you are in position to cope up with stress and be able to reach your full potential. That is when you're able to, that is when it affects how you think, how you feel, how you interact with other people, and then be able to contribute to the community at large. So whatever you do, make sure that you're contributing to the community. So how you feel, how you think, how you interact with people. So basically that is what mental health is.
Yeah, and May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Guys, please remember to take care of your mental health this month. An issue, by the way, in Fort Portal, there are very many cases of depression. We are losing mothers to depression. This week we have lost a mother to depression. Last month we lost a student to depression. And all this is because of ignorance. People don't know how they can help someone dealing with depression.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now, what are some of the challenges? You know, mental health, we are doing mental health advocacy, but it is also not an easy thing to do, given that we have a lot of barriers with the people we are working with, or with the people we are advocating to. What are some of the challenges affecting people around here when it comes to mental health advocacy and how they perceive mental health?
One of the challenges we have is stigma. Like, for instance, when we are moving around telling people about the mental health run, their question is always, hey, no, who has run mad?
Oh,
yeah, like,
oh God.
For them, they think mental health or Gambera, we have a mental health run. What comes to their mind is it is for the mad people.
Mad people, yes.
So we have stigma around mental health. Yeah, Beck can add on that. On the challenges of surrounding mental health.
Yeah, the challenge is the other challenge is most people think mental health it's a disease or a disorder, and they feel like if we are advocating for mental health, we are only supposed to talk to those people who are in the streets, those who are mad, like, and those who are in the mental health unit, not knowing that there are other underrated mental illnesses like depression, like anxiety, that these small things we underrate, they are the ones which lead to the other condition that leads you to the hospital.
Yeah, then another challenge we have is inadequate resources at the regional referral hospital, because we went there before we even put this run out there. We first went to the mental health units. When you reach there, there are no occupational therapy games to support in the healing process of these patients. So we have inadequate resources. That's why we we want to tell the community to come through to support us, because there are a few things we are going to take to the mental health unit, like food, occupational therapy games like snakes and ladders, ludos. We are going to buy them and take them there to support them. So Blue Month, when we are welcoming anything you have. If you have anything you want to give to the community, you can call us, you can reach out to Fort TV nogamba atinyo kini kyonkwenda kukora kyokwenda kubaha bakutwala ebintu nka mwirwara. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And also, by the way, among the challenges, maybe if I'm to add, few people are doing it. Like, however, like few people are doing the mental health advocacy. So if we're few people doing it, that means we won't be able to reach people. Yes. So if other people can really join this run, you'll be helping us to really do the advocacy as well. And also a challenge I already see is that we have like these technical terms, they are not translated in our local languages. So it's really hard to tell someone depression, depression, stress. Like we don't know the technical terms in our local languages, which make it really so hard to do the advocacy in our local languages. And when you speak English, not everyone really understands English. So we should also do better when it comes to that, and so that we can translate and so that we can reach a huge number of people. And as she said, mental health is not only an illness, because most people, when they hear mental health, they feel like, oh, who is mad, who is sick here? No, as she said, that mental health is the way you relate, or you behave, or how you feel,
or how you think.
How you think. So that means you're not only supposed to be sick, but you're just having an anxiety, or you feeling worried. That means it is affecting your mental health. So as I said, it is your mental health is your engine. That means your head works hand in hand with your body. So once it is really damaged, you won't be able to process or to do certain things or to reach your full potential. So you have to take care of your mental health. It is not only an illness, but you as a person, you have to find ways on how you take care of your mental health. Yes, and also maybe people, as you said, the stigma around it, and also even as the counselors, I've really worked with people, and every time they could see you, they could meet a counselor when you're young, they'll be like, yet we are trained professionals. Like we are trained to do this. However much, like age doesn't matter, but some people feel like speaking to a young kid or speaking to a young girl, they will not get the help they need. And mind you, I even applied somewhere and they did give me a job just because of my age. They'd be like, we want someone who's really older than that. So that means we need to do better when it comes to that. So we people who go to school and do counseling, we are trained professionals who are there to help you reach your full potential as a person. So don't fear when it comes to the age. And also we counselors, we do not advise. So don't fear that, okay, this person has their own religion, their own opinions, they might impose their own opinions to us. No, we are counselors and we just help you get to your full potential or to your healing. Okay, so if someone wants to join, what do they do? Like anyone who wants to join the run, what they do, what they're supposed to go through? Is it a free of charge or someone has to pay?
Whoever wants to join, we have kits available. Our kits goes for 30K a vest and 50K a full kit. A full kit has a cape, a vest, and like a bag. I don't know where the bag is, and the bag. Then you can get that. You can order for your kit wherever you are, because we are on the MTN Momo ticketing platform. You just dial *165*20#. You follow the procedures. You see mental health brand. You click on it. You pay for your kit. You'll get a notification. Then you just send us that notification. Then you come for your kit. We have pickup points in town. You can get from Life FM, from Vice of Toro, from Toro Mall, shop number 105, from Plan B Wines and Spirits, and I think those ones. Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
So if you want to join the mental health run, please feel free to you said you dial what?
Dial star 165 star 20 hash.
20 hash.
Yes.
All right. So thank you so much for keeping yourself on Fort TV. Thank you so much for following us. Tell a friend to listen in, because this is an amazing conversation we are having right now. And this is your favorite show, Mind Talks with Sandra, where we do believe healing can start with just a simple conversation.
Yeah.
So I'm here with these beautiful ladies. They organized mental health run, and they're advocating for mental health. And we want to break that stigma surrounding mental health. We want to make sure that mental health services at least reach everyone or every person. So maybe for a person who's watching us, how would they benefit when they join the mental health run?
Yeah. As you said, welcome everyone to the Mental Health Total Run. We believe after the run, people will get aware, or will be aware of the places they can go to in case they are going through any overwhelming situations or feelings. Yeah, they will not fear. The stigma will be broken that only people who are supposed to go for help concerning mental health issues are only mad people. No, that statement will completely be changed to you can go to counselors, you can go to your church leaders, or to any elder you trust in case you're going through anything. So people will no longer, we believe people will no longer have that fear of reaching out in case they have any illness. And then the other thing, we also have free counseling sessions and screening on that day. So if you're going through anything, even though you haven't bought a kit or you haven't been part of the run, you can come through and get some help. And we also have blood donation at that day. So yeah, you're welcome.
Who doesn't want free things? So even if you didn't buy a kit, please come for counseling if you need it.
Yeah, or
Alright.
if they know anyone who needs counseling, please let them know that we have free counseling on 30th May at Boma Grounds.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's really amazing. So maybe for a person who's watching right now, before maybe the mental health day reaches, that is on 30th,
yeah.
30th May 2026.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things this person can do to take care of their mental health? Sorry.
Oh, the first thing to do, by the way, is avoiding triggers, because mutoro bagamba, if you obokuba in a relation gamba muka yanyu, family yanyu, mwine muntu walina ekizibu mu bwomezi hamutwe. So you have to avoid the triggers. Triggers, example of triggers are stress. Avoid anything that can stress you. Then ekinde, speak up. Look for someone to talk to. It can be a reverend, any church leader, or your neighbor. You might be fearing your wife no gamba omukazi tinkumugamba bunda mugambe izagamba abanywani, like men rarely speak up. Look for a friend to talk to. Sera mnywani wano bwarabalharo, you give them a call. Another person who can support is a counselor. Look for counselors. Mleke kutina ba counselors. Okay, there are online counselors. Genda hananka or her TikTok or Twitter or her just online, or take them online counselors. There are those toll-free numbers you call and you get counseling services. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for that. And also, by the way, do you have something to add? Like how best can someone take care of their mental health?
Yeah, the other thing I would like to add, as I can relate it to, as you always, after work, you go home and take care of your body, you bathe. It is the same way our brain, our mind needs cleaning after a long day or after a tough situation. Yeah, you can just take a deep breath, appreciate yourself for what you've done, even though the day hasn't gone as planned. You appreciate those little details that have come out throughout your day, or if it completely failed, you can look back on the things that you did well. Yeah, you practice mindful activities, appreciate yourself, and give your mind the best care you can.
Yeah, there is also positive, excuse me, positive self-talk. Instead of saying, today things have failed, ogamba, yes, at least I did this and this today. Kino kiraba kyange at least yalokinde kirunge ekikoze ekibairo tosoko ngambe ekiro kyona nikikora nikyanga paka about something good that has happened in a day. So then ekindi no gamba, you start how do I call it, kugamba no yegaramu amani nkaiwe nko omuntu like hati nkanye so gamba Joy, I am blessed. Like you wenka no nketenta kwewana, don't wait for someone else kukugamba, wegambe wenka I am blessed, I am confident. Like just positive self-talk empowers us as human beings. Don't wait for someone else to tell you that. Just tell yourself only the positive things.
Yes, another thing I would like to add is this doesn't stop from you only. You can always check on your friends. If you're a parent, you can always check on your kids. If you're a daughter, you can always check on your parents to make sure that we are well, and also the people around us are as well. They're also well. And the other thing, if you have anyone or a relative or a friend who is really mentally ill, like those who are in the hospital, be there for them, support them, because that is what they need the most. The nurses are doing their work, but you can also help them to heal quicker by being there for them, not just abandoning. Because those mental health illnesses it's not the end of life. Yeah, they can recover from it. It doesn't mean that someone who is mentally ill, they're totally useless or they have no future ahead. So anyone there watching us, if you have someone who is going through something and they're in the hospital or rehabilitation, you can always reach out and support them.
Then take care of yourself as a human being. Be smart, look good, shower. Some people don't like showering, but a healthy mind is a healthy body. Take care of yourself. Know when you're in a clean environment, even you think bwango when you're in a clean environment, but kuboina olhanta ambal disorganized no basanka kutekeza no ijuka kinu kanta kachikomero. So let us make sure we are in a clean environment. We take care of ourselves, we take care of the environment we are in. So that is taking care of your mental health.
Okay, thank you so much for those practical tips. And also maybe what I can add on, let's try to use the positive coping mechanisms. What you have to know that life is just like that. Like today you're happy, the next day you're sad. It can't rain 365 days. But rather when you have those bad days, do not call it a bad life. Yes, just call it a bad day maybe. And also adjust to health coping mechanism. Though most of us, when we get bad days, we try to use the negative coping mechanism, like taking alcohol, overthinking, or using drugs and other things, so which are not really good. And previously I had my the previous show I talked about using drugs. You resorting to using drugs or using alcohol is like you have getting a piece of paper to block a leaking roof. That means you're doing nothing, you're just making it even worse. So let's resort to positive coping mechanisms, and also let's try to move around, do some exercises, walking. Fort Portal is full of mountains and all that. Please try to walk. If you don't, some of us are waiting for money to get money for gym. When will that money come? yet you have the opportunities. When you see us walking, more to eat above, but in actual sense, maybe we are trying to help our brains and all that, because depression, stress hates to see a walking, like a body in movement. So because when you move your body, sometimes you relax your mind and you get even better solutions than you being alone, isolating yourself and all that. So as she said, she talked about something called the positive affirmations and positive talking to yourself positively. I'm reading about the brain, and I realized that your brain will always interpret what you tell it. So every time you tell it that my life is really bad, your life will be bad.
Yeah.
That's why these people always say, how they say Bandoga in Rutoro. So their life is always miserable because they're always like Bandoga. So your brain will be like, okay, Batuloga. So problems will be after problems after problems. In actual sense, it's you is telling your mind that life is really so bad, and your life will be bad. Let me take an example. In the morning, maybe you've woken up, and maybe you wake up late. You had to go somewhere. You wake up late. You start to rush. Then, as you're rushing, maybe ironing, you burn your clothes, and you're like, okay, what a day! And then that is the day when you're moving out of the door. Your shirt is grabbed by a door handle. Something like you feel like, okay, it's a bad day. Someone splashes dirty water on you, like you're like, okay, but it's still like you reclaim that day. You're like, this is a bad day, and sometimes it is a bad day. So let's try to speak to ourselves with a lot of positivity. May I always tell people that be your number one fan. Even the people around us, you cannot. They will go sometimes, but you will stay with yourself for the rest of your life. So try to always speak to yourself with a lot of positivity. Be your number one fan and your number one cheerleader. So as she said, I also add on that, please seek for professional help. If you feel like the people around you can't help, seek for professional help, because we were trained to do that, and we are ready to support you in your journey. And by the way, the problem I always get with people, they think that when they come to you in the first session, they're going to go when everything is really sorted. No, it's just a process. Healing is a process. You can't just undo something you've been doing for maybe many years. So have it in your mind that healing is a process. Even if you're trying to do a self-healing, you're in a self-healing journey, have it in your mind that healing takes time, and it's a process. Today you might be okay, the next day you might fail, or you might even relapse. But don't give up, just keep pushing, because it will take time. So yeah, I think
there's another point is work. Let us, by the way, twinekizibwa abatoro kyokugaya emirimu, not only abatoro, even other tribes as well. Nororo mulimo nogamba guno tuguli class young bagamba an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So guys, let us look for work. Let us look for what to do. At least you inspire yourself. No, but busy. When you're busy, you cannot overthink. By the way, imagine you've had a long day. How do you even get time to start stressing? You've already had a long day. You reach home, take a shower, eat, and sleep. You get. So let us inspire ourselves with work at least.
Okay, so because when you work, you will not even have time to think about that heartbreak. But when you're just there, you start to think about how bad you are, how ugly you are, and then the next thing you want to take your life just because you feel like maybe this man wouldn't have left you. But anyways, just keep yourself busy, and if you cannot work, at least engage with friends, engage with people, have that walk. Yes, make your mind busy. But some of us think that you're scrolling. You know that now people do not have hobbies. They don't know their hobbies right now because they're just always scrolling. But I've just realized that social media scrolling is one of the is now the problem we're having. We, the mental health advocates, is one of the problems now we are having to break, because these young people are now on social media. They are comparing their lives. They are doing a lot of faking. I remember there's people I used to see online. someone has a very glass skin. You're like, ooh.
Until you
Until you meet them and you're like, hey. So I think nowadays social media is now becoming a problem to us, the young people, and now people can't even be productive at work because they are scrolling. Someone cannot be productive, cannot show up to their goals because they're always scrolling. Some people are always in miserable, depressed, stressed because of other people's lives. You see someone posting their life, they're living a very luxurious life, and nature says,
but I don't know how they are even reaching there.
So there's a time I had to first get off Snapchat because I almost ran mad. So you see someone, today is a Monday, they wake up, they didn't go for work.
You know,
some of them maybe they are posting some busy go or what, and then in the afternoon they're going out, new wig, you know, not even a synthetic.
They are traveling from one country to another.
And you're like, what do these people do? They go for makeup, you know, to these renowned people. So makeup is 150,000. They go buy a dress. For you, maybe sometimes maybe you try to check the price. It is 300,000. The wig is 36 inch, and you're like, where do these people get the money from? And then after that, you see someone going to Zanzibar. They go. Then after Zanzibar, you see them to Dubai. Am I a woman or these people are women and I have? But you don't know what those people are really doing with their lives. You never know. Some of them, they are planned kids, and for you,
they have planned husbands.
And you don't know what, some of them are even faking life. Yes, someone says, I think I've ever faked life before. Yes. You know, you're living with people who have money, or maybe they give you money for tuition. You snap the money, like, hey, I'm going out. And actually says the money is for tuition. But someone there watching you, they'll be like,
this girl has money, what?
And that's why they also picture that life when you're deep, you know, life is not moving on so well, but you take a selfie in the filter and then you post, like, you put in a nice caption. So when someone who is maybe desperate or depressed out there will be like, Emma, my people are happy, for us we are here, life is not really moving. So you people, let's stop the social media comparison, because I feel like it is one of the leading cause of depression and stress among the youth right now. So let's try to get hobbies, because right now some of us, we don't know how our hobbies. Before you could ask someone, what is your hobby? Watching movies, walking, reading books, and now someone asks them, what is your hobby? Scrolling, watching TikTok, social media. So let's try to get hobbies so that you can reconnect with the world you are in.
Even another issue is men. I want to talk to men out there to support their women, especially the mothers who have just given birth. Postpartum depression is real. As I said at the beginning, we have lost a mother to depression. You know why? Because when you give birth, me, I'm a mother, when you give birth, sometimes maybe you had a job, you lost it when you got pregnant. So that weight of losing a job sits on you. Then there is this, your man, you have just given birth and nothing has changed about him. For him, life goes on. You have given birth, take care of yourself. If you don't, everything kumkwata. So please, men, take care of these women, take care of your wives. Giving birth doesn't mean like her life has ended, her career has ended. Take care of them. Abokuba abakazi mbazara yamara kuzara omusajja ebintu kugarukira. Life goes on, he goes out, he comes back, hagarukire no how. And there's this woman with a baby crying from morning to evening, bana like between 1 to 3 months. They cry, basokora ambara basiba ambara. So omkazi, it affects the woman so much. Please, men, support your women. Ask them how are they, how is the baby treating you. Take care of your baby as well. Too can take care of the baby. When you come back home from work, okahimba homwana okamugavera, like it makes the mother happy. It boosts the mood of the mother. At least my husband is supportive. When you see like something has changed about your wife, don't talk about their weight. habwokuba againingira weight, maybe amabere ngatonya amakanaga doro kojagare. What, please support your women. Stop the negativity. Wamura, yes, againingira weight, but it's okay, my love, we can go to the gym, or we at least mutandike murubata ampora than leaving her because of her weight, than leaving her bokuba manyamata ngatonya. Guys, support your wives. That is the only way we can fight depression in mothers, or else mbagumamba tfaho, and it is really hurting us as mental health advocates. Kuraba kazi yabo nibakora nibafa. Then to people watching, oboraba ino mkazi weno womanyire are depressed, oh mwana, we are going to leave our contacts, or you can come to Fort TV. There is Sandra is a counselor. Numgamba aliyokuna mkazi talukurungi. Can you come and talk to her? Either we can volunteer ourselves. It's not always about money. Nitumuvinga ntubazana mamo, we follow her up until she heals. Tutukwenda kuongea kura Fort Poto o rundiki mu Uganda hona ngomkazi isirwek depression, especially mothers. We are here to support you. You talk to us, call us, send us messages. We shall support you. We shall walk the healing journey together. Thank you.
Maybe the last thing I'd like to add, especially the teenagers. Yeah, because I've also been there, not so long. This goes back to the parents. Abokuba, this is the age. Abana, they are trying to seek purpose. They are trying to find identity and all that. So they look up to their role models and peers. The parents are totally out of the picture. Yeah, all this is happening, the world is changing, but the parents haven't changed their way of parenting. Because I know we cannot, parents of course have to work to sustain the family and everything, but then let us go back to our roles as parents. We try to find out what is really happening to them, because recently we've had a case umwana wisomero akafa hawa depression just because the dad took away the phone from her, and just like that we lost our sister. So it is so unfortunate that the world is changing. Of course, the high school children, they need phones, notes and everything. But then as parents, we cannot say no, we cannot stop them from having phones because we know they are useful. But then it is your role to sit down and brief the child. You know, you have this phone, but this and this and this will happen. You'll find this on phone, but don't be pressured, or don't do this because if you follow that way, this will happen. You know that orientation before they go, because trust me, if they use the phone without any orientation, they will totally go astray if they are to, and you will have no control over them.
Yeah.
So as parents, let us change our ways of parenting and find ways to fit in with the Gen Zs, with the new generation, because the old ways of parenting, they don't work. So that is one.
Okay, thank you so much for that beautiful submission. And maybe to add on what you said, when women give birth, by the way, they go through a hormonal change. So sometimes if you see your woman being upset, like moods changing and all that, hormones change. As she said, just always support them. They're just, I don't know, sometimes you might think that you are around and that same woman is feeling even lonely. So sometimes you just need to give in a simple hand, as she said, help them, ask them how they're feeling. And that's why most times when a person gives birth, that is when the marriage even fall out.
Yeah.
It's because hormones, the woman's hormones have changed. And if you, a man, can't really understand that, to find ways on how you can deal with it, most times that's when the resentment begin in the marriage, and boom, the relationship is off. So thank you so much for that. And also if I'm to add on what she has said, we as parents, something that I learned when it comes to parenting, do not try to be a good parent. Just be the parent your child needs. With that, try to make sure that you also take care of yourself. Some of us, the reason that's why most parents are bitter, it is because they invest so much of their time, their resources, like they drain themselves because of their children, and they fail to also pour into themselves. So time reaches when this child also has, like, they're 18 or they're 16 now, they have an auto, like they can decide for themselves, but maybe whatever they're deciding, maybe you do not want it because you feel like you've invested so much in that child and you forgot to invest in yourself. So be what your child needs. By that, take care of your mental health, because everything starts with your what? With your mind. So sometimes try to take yourself out. You know, some parents you can't buy yourself a new clothes, you can't buy yourself like a chicken thigh to eat, because I know the economy is really hard, but sometimes you also need to pour into you so that you will be able to pour into your children. So try to take care of yourself, and do not, like, sometimes they always, I don't know how they say it in Rotoro, but in Uganda we say tuzala mebiri. Yes. You just tomanya what day, do what you can, pray for your child, and let God raise that child. But if you try to impose so much, be like, the more you want to impose your rules on that child, he will become defensive, because these are teenagers, and now right now we have phones and we have nothing to do about it. People are now exposed. You just need to make sure that you brief your child, as she said. Brief them and then let everything to God. Maybe try to impose once in a while, but not so much as they used to do us when we were growing up.
No, the problem is, Sandra, these days parents fear their children. Yes, they fear them. A parent cannot sit and talk to their children and tell
openly,
them, openly, this is wrong. What? Parents, stop fearing these kids. Talk to them. If they are wrong, tell them you're wrong. You may not beat them or overbeat them, but you punish them. If they have done wrong, punish them. If they need like a counselor, you can tell your child needs to go to a counselor. Refer them to a counselor. Look for the counselors wherever you are, and let your children get some guidance, because these days, this generation needs omkono gwekyoma. We need to handle them very well, by the way, carefully, because they are exposed.
They're not like us when, like, those days when we were growing up. But now the phones are everywhere. Someone sees, like, they know, now they know a child has rights, but before, when we were growing up, I didn't know I had my rights. But now you beat a child, be like, it is my right to say this. It is my right to want this. Go yanza, like, it is my right to ask for you this. But for us, I know. So we need to also adjust. And as I said, if you cannot speak to your child, then refer them to a counselor. Yes. So
another thing, Sandra, the term has ended. Maybe the child hasn't performed well. How have you performed? Do you know how this and this has performed? Why are you always the last? Please, parents. We lost another child in Shenjojo to that. She didn't perform well. Then her parents were pressurizing her. Why did you perform well? Now you're just going to get married. And the girl committed suicide because of that. So parents, you can, like, tell your child, yes, I know you've performed bad this time, but please, younger mama, next time you'll do better. I'll contact your teacher for coaching. Like, just be, I don't know, like, don't be too harsh to your children when it comes to performance, because we have seen abasomyekemu emirimu ekabula, then abazeyi n'ogamba omwana wa wini yenda obe doctor. Yet omwana ine kintu kyekindi ekyakwenda. Let us give these children a chance to make a choice, a career choice. Agamba maybe naenda kuba mwegesa, but you're pressurizing this child to be a doctor. That's why nagusika no mklasi akubi yenda doctor. Yes, omwana is not good at sciences. The child is doing good in agriculture, in history, but for you, you want them to do biology, yet they are not good at biology. Let us give them a chance to make their own career choices. Then it is holidays, abazeyi. Make sure you supervise these children. We have maids at home, we have house boys. Let us supervise these children. At least when you're at work, surprise them. Genda umuka lunch time, how are they, what are they doing? You know, when they know, mommy ovire bwana naije, like a lot of things don't go wrong when they know mommy will come anytime. Like surprise your children. Wajenka sahi no guruko ta, samna no guruko je. Like, then put boundaries between banwa ba maids, munganye kubeta ba maids, the house managers and the house boys. No mugamba house boy, I don't want you near my girl child, especially if you have girls at home. We have seen abana betu bengi banwa bana babasisa when they are still young and they don't come out to talk. By the way, the babaza bamazi kukura, like they tell a friend, me, I was abused by our houseboy and I didn't tell my mom. Akuba na mgambia kanakora na antero what. So parents, let us befriend our kids. Let us create that boundary between the houseboys and our children to protect them. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for that beautiful submission. Because we as parents, as I said, be what your child needs. By that, as a parent, you need to be protective of your children. Yes, we can. There are things that are out of our control, but let's try to handle the things that are in our control, and also let's try to commit to create relationships with our children. Some of us are so furious, and we think if you're an angry father, if your kids fear you, they'll be able to perform, they'll be able to be well behaved and all that. But in actual sense, it's the relationship you build with your kids is the most important one, because as she has said, if that child goes through anything, they'll be able to run to you for help. But can you imagine maybe you finding out that your child was abused, or your child has committed, they didn't say committed, has died of suicide, and they weren't able to even communicate? We're not blaming you, we are not judging you, but we are maybe alerting you to create more relationships. With that, do not say, some people think that if to create a relationship with a child, you need to be a yes person. Everything the child says, yes. No, just get to know what their interests are, play with them, engage with them, like try to engage them to their own level so that they can get that trust. And if your child opens up to you, please do not go to everyone telling them your child's problems or personal problems. Because if I come to you, let me take an example, she's my parent, and I tell her this and this happened to me, and then you hearing it, you keep on telling Mama Naji, Mama Nagundi, oh, you know what, my child told me this, and when she finds out, she will not be able to open up to you because she feel like she's not safe. Her secrets are not safe with you. So let's try to keep things confidential with our kids. Yes, thank you so much. You've been great listeners. And before we call off this show, could you please give us your last remarks and how best can a person join the Mental Health Run? When is it? How is it going to be? And yeah, we call it a show.
Okay. Once again, my name is J. Christine, the team leader for the Mental Health Thorough Run, and it's happening on 30th May 2026. The theme for that day is breaking the silence on mental health. We can get the kids at 30 and 50,000, and the pickup points are Life FM, Voice of Toro, Plan B, and Toro Mall, Shop 105. We can't wait to have you. We have free counseling and mental health screening that very day. We have blood donation. You may not want to walk or run, but you can come to donate blood. You can come for counseling. So guys, we cannot wait to have you. Thank you so much. See you on 30th May.
Wow.
Thank you so much for listening to us today. My name once again is Ayavale Rebecca, and I'm part of the team that is organizing a mental health total run. And you're welcome. We welcome you all on 30th May. It's when the run it's the day of the run, and come we stand together and create awareness about mental health. Come and we stand together as we support our fellows that are going serious mental health issues. And this event is aimed at collecting funds to support the mental health unit at the regional referral hospital. That will be likely a week after the marathon. So yeah, come join us. Don't forget to take good care of your mind. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. It has been a really great, amazing time having you here with us. Thank you so much for the work well done, advocating for mental health, organizing a mental health run. I know it's something that is really so hectic, and thank you so much for keeping it in there and being consistent. Thank you so much. This is Mind Talks with Sandra, where we have mental health conversations live, and we do believe healing can just start with just a simple conversation. So feel free, in case you're just triggered, feel free to reach out. My number will be displayed on the screen, so feel free to reach out to us for counseling and for any help, mental health help. Yes. Thank you so much for always tuning in. We always live every Wednesday 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. We love you all. Have a good night.
Fort TV Ikara.